difference for reporting one-way ANOVA. In this topic, we discuss about how we report our output, right? So based on coding here, all right, at the left hand side, so we have a coding to getting the mean and standard deviation for each species, all right? So we call the data frame penguin and then use the sign here, all right? And then we group by the species and arise, and last one is the summarize. And then we get the output at the right hand side. And here table 4 we have the output of the ANOVA. Alright, look at the output here. We have the group of the species and the group of the N, the mean, right, FF statistic, and also the p-value. Right, so here in the table 4 is the table for the one-way ANOVA. Right, so one-way ANOVA. So based on the output in the table 4 here, so how to interpret our result? So what is the important part? What is the important output that we need to interpret? So the first one, we need to explain, or we need to write. So we need to introduce our sample is the sample of 344 penguin. So we have N is equal to 344 penguin across 3 distinct species. Okay, and then we need to explain, we need to interpret the result about each species. Alright, the first one here, alright, elderly species, we have the sample size is a 152. So with the mean 38.80 and the standard deviation is a 2.66, right? So we need to explain one by one species, so each species. And then we continue with another species, the first species, a second species, and the third species. We have the 3 species, right? So again, the same method, the same interpretation, the sample size for the second species, right? And then the mean, and there's also the standard deviation. And the next one, we need to explain the differences of the bill length across the species, right? Where the F statistic, right, we need to explain the value of the F statistic with the degree of freedom here, right? So that with degree of freedom, right, and then we need to explain the value of the p-value. Either the p-value is less than 0.001, so based on your cut-off point, right? So this is the how to interpret your result. So the next one is the robustness of the ANOVA result. So this is another one. We need to explain the Turkey, the different or multiple differences between species by using the Turkey HSD, the post hoc test. Right? So this is how to interpret. This is another one, so how to interpret based on your result, based on your table 4. Alright, so you can see how to interpret your result.